Never stop thinking. It's Rimworld. Welcome back. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today, Nacho is in fact blue. Yes, it turns out that Nacho's genes needed a bit of a game reload in order to kick in, but nevertheless, we now have the new and improved and blue Nacho, and entity containment's just finished, so that sets us up for something fun. Wow, it's been less than a minute and things are already happening. 39 steel, hey, you're doing pretty good there, Nacho. You keep that up, you blue thing, you. And you're really angrily mining that, aren't you? Moving on. Last time, we had an honourable bestowing ceremony, which was very nice, and Hawks got themselves an Acolyte title, which means that Hawks is going to be a little bit more needy insofar as, you know, wanting to be wearing some nicer clothes and things like that. Actually, yes, Hawks does in fact want Acolyte-specific apparel, which I don't know that we can make any of presently. Let's take a quick peek at any Mechanida stuff we could potentially do. Oh, yeah, we could go for a Mech Commander helmet. Of course, it needs components. Everything needs components. Hey, we did get the permit choice too, right? But that's not going to be components yet, is it? No? Component drop. Requires Praetor. Terrific. Well, I mean, for the time being, I guess we'll go for gold. So now, we can just, if we bring Hawks outside, now we can go, give us some gold. Gold falls from the sky. And look at that, 50 gold. Nevertheless, gold is not components, and components are what we need. So, how do we go about getting components? Is a question I often find myself asking. One thing that we could do is immediately, in fact, we'll strip this down. We're not going to be using them. We might get some components from these crypto sleep caskets, so that's something. That's a bit of a start. There's not really anything else on this map. Wait, there's some components right there. Yeah, just go and mine those immediately. Okay, yeah, I did just do a full check. And these are the only components left that we can mine out on the map. That we could also see. There may well be some, I don't know, buried in this mountain. I don't really want to be strip mining out the mountains. You know, I'd rather maintain the natural beauty is what I'm going to say. Sure, let's roll with that. One thing that we do probably need to look at doing as well is, oh wait, we've got a way out for the vehicles. That's good news. Let's get these chunks shifted then. Actual fact, we maybe just want to put like a little bit of a dirt road up here, don't we? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. One thing to consider is trading. Roreen of the Classic crew is a bit of a distance away from us, but they might be willing to sell us some components. The Quack Pack, I don't think will be willing to trade with us. That minus 68, although I don't know actually. Factions, the Quack Pack? No, they're hostile. Okay. Plateau of the old Silver Ones is quite far out. What is this? A mycotic jungle, I see. Then we've got sector supremacy outposts here and here, and yeah, the only real viable trading partner right now, I suppose, is the Classic crew here, and then probably Plateau. The issue with that is we only have 106 silver, so there's a lot of problems, shall we say, currently at play. Now that we've got Psychoid leaves, what we could do is whip up some flake. We don't have a lot in the way of beer. So I was thinking for a second there, we could just whip up some flakes and then mule over a bunch of beer and, well, beer and drugs and sell that till you get some components. That's certainly an option, irrespective of anything else, right? Our number one priority is going to be components because it's really bottlenecking what we're able to do. And until we can find a source of components, we are trapped, effectively. Although we did just grab none. Great. But at least there's 7 hidden in this hill. So, you know, that's better than the 1 that we had before. We're now up to 8. Think of the possibilities. So all of those fancy clothes Hawks here would like to be wearing, we can't make any of them. We don't have the research to be able to make things like formal shirts. But I mean, maybe we could make a cape. We could make a cape for the outer layer. What would that replace, though? It would replace Hawks' lovely jacket. It's going to need replacing or fixing soon anyway, as it goes. I think I'd prefer to keep the jacket, if possible. Although, I mean, Nacho's lost their jacket. Kerwin's actually wearing Nacho's jacket now. And Barley is wearing Ethel's jacket. Ethel opted to wear the parka instead. I'm not a fan of that, Ethel, actually. Could you please go and come here? Put your actual coat back on. What are you wearing? Oh, you're wearing a blouse. I see. Yes. Let's just take a look at you here. Terrific. Good job. You look great. On you go. We've got this Rilvarketh, an Arco Blade, which is bonded to that guy that we captured and then disappeared 10,000 years ago. But on top of that as well, it comes with mad wailing. Weapons persona is disturbed and won't shut up about it. It wails mad notions to whoever it's bonded with, suppressing their mood. It does give the person that wields it a high chance of... Oh, I see. You can make yourself explode. Nevertheless, we could potentially sell it, is the point I'm trying to get at here. And what I'm really doing more than anything else is I'm just looking around and going, well, what could we sell? We've got this bi-coded Arco plate we could potentially find a buyer for as well. So we have got some valuable stuff kicking around. It's more just our inability to, you know, sell it. And a hunting worksite just ain't going to cut the mustard. It's components that we need. Nacho got a silent level though, so hey, that's something. What were we doing in Nacho? We were going into Ravager. Sure, there you go. What was that actually? I can't just click by it. Savage Psychic Slice. Teleport a short distance to a target and slice a random body part. Well, hey, there you go. I really like that Nacho's blue skin's actually geared. As it goes, I think it's a nice bit of uniqueness. Heard rumours of an insect-infested city ruins nearby. Some stuff probably survived and is ready for looting, but one would have to sneak by the insects or exterminate them. Where's this then? That's actually not that far. Maybe we should check that out. Maybe we could get some components from there. Do you know something? Let's get after it. There's a city full of potential stuff that could well be ours for the taking. Let's go. Who are we going to send here? I think we'll send Ethel, Nacho, and Kerwin on the mule and dirt bike. Although I realise now that we're going to actually have to build a little bit more of a road in order to allow the vehicles to leave the map. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And they're off at last. They're not going for the exit that I brought them to, but it's fine. The point of it is that they're on the road again. Well, not again, for the first time. Taking an interesting route there, Kerwin, but that's actually brilliant. Look at this. That is so cool. Hawks, Kerwin, and Nacho have finally made a start on their journey to this infested city. So we'll see them when they get there, I suppose. Kerwin's dirtbike ran out of fuel. Great news. I had to make a temporary camp to sort out the fuel issues, but the area in which we've made this temporary camp, turns out there's a friggin' sealed PPC here. The RAP3 Pulse Power Capacitor stores a large amount of energy in a bank, which can be discharged in a single pulse by Rim Atomics weapons. We'll get to that when we get to that. Let's not get distracted by gigantic batteries. Let's get this fuel situation taken care of. Oh dear. Have I made a mistake? I think we might be a bit stranded until we can find some chem fuel. Kerwin, could you do some exploration for us while Nacho fixes the truck? Yeah, there's not going to be much here, is there? Human leather martial arts target? I don't think so. We might have to abandon the bike, which isn't the best. Man, I've made a huge mistake. That's for certain. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to disassemble the bike and then lament the sheer amount of components that cost us and we're never going to see again. We'll grab work attire, actually. That sounds fun. And then we'll reform the caravan, bring the wheel, the suspension, and the alternator with us. And there we go. It was a roundabout way of getting to our destination and a lesson learned insofar as making sure that you've got enough fuel in your vehicle before you leave home. Otherwise, you'll just have to disassemble it after spending a bunch of components on it. But hey, the point of it is they're moving again. What a nightmare. After a bit of a journey, Hawks, Kerwin, and Nacho have finally arrived at this infested city. And infested is certainly one word to describe what's going on here. We've gotten quite a few mega spiders and bugs and what have you, which ain't ideal. What we're also going to have to do is demolish these walls to be able to get back out of here with the mule. We'll set Kerwin about freeing up that space, and we'll bring Nacho and Orcs in to, well, I guess we'll start exploring. We can start with this place, actually. Ah, good. Bugs. What is this? An ancient storage container. Okay. Hawks, pull back. How are you bleeding out already, Hawks? Good grief. And you got hit, like, a time. And now you're bleeding out on me. It's not ideal. Good thing is that Nacho here is capable of quite a bit of medicine. So, actually, yeah, Hawks is really not. But Nacho certainly is. Nacho, let's speed this up a bit. Use your new slice. Wow, that's got a cast time and a half, hasn't it? But hey, you did it. Great job. All right, Nacho, could you tend to Hawks? How you getting on, Kerwin? Oh, you're fine. Good job. All right. You coming over from this? And we got 570 silver. Sure, you know what? I'll take 570 silver. Hawks is no longer bleeding to death, which is good news. Although we have got more friends arriving. So here we go again. Let's go for some of that double damage this time, I think, Nacho. Okay, Nacho, move up, move up, move up. No, that's not Nacho. That's Nacho. Hawks and Kerwin back up here. Nacho in on the spider. Something like this? Yes, perfect. Okay. How you doing, Nacho? You're fine. She's so strong. It's unbelievable how strong Nacho actually is. The state of this. Mega spiders are nothing. Hawks coming. There's a nasty pieces of work coming your way. Okay. Hawks, stun that. This is great. Well, apart from all of the friggin' insects. So long as Kerwin and Hawks aren't being hit and Nacho's just tanking everything, I think we're gonna manage. There are a few more bugs for us to kill, right? But we'll just let them come to us. Nacho's just holding the line here while these two take care of this hive. Okay, that is actually a lot of spiders. Nacho. What if we were to do some more stuns here? How are you? Wow, good grief. Nacho's a bit bruised and broken. But I say bruised and broken. They're bruised, but they ain't broken. Break another wall down. Oh no. Oh no. Do we? Aha. You know what bugs are friends with? Fire. Every single wall we break, this happens. Ah, they're getting past Nacho. That's not great. Major break wrist on Hawks. Yeah, I'm not surprised. This ain't the best place in the world. But we haven't really found anything valuable. We found some silver, actually, which, you know, and we found some gold, but we're not getting out of this as much as I'd have liked to, shall we say. Still, all right. Let's go grab that gold, which is... Oh, there's one here too, actually. Hey, we're finding more stuff. That's important. You're fine, right? Yeah, you're fine. You're just a bit depressed. You better not break down on me, Hawks. Now is not the time. Given the fact that Hawks is quite close to mental break, I think we just want to grab this silver and then get out of here. And apparently the area is safe enough for us to be able to do so, so sure. Reform vehicle caravan. Yeah, great. Mission accomplished. We let Nacho and Hawks get pretty battered and bruised for the sake of 500 silver. That didn't really get much for us, let's be honest with ourselves. Nevertheless, noble apparel. Yeah, that could have probably gone a bit better. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. But what can you do, right? Farley, would you go and open this door? Thank you. Hawks got a infection and a silent level. So hey, Hawks, infection. Are you good though? You have got a fair bit of medicine with you. I'm sure once you get back home, Troll Pants will be able to take care of any outstanding problems that you might have. Same goes with Nacho. Infection in her left middle toe. Ah, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Lonnie can now use Word of Animals to tame potential new friends. Like this goose. We're not going to tame the goose, to be honest, but we could if we were that way inclined. They've returned home with their 570 silver and broken down bike. How are those infections coming along? Yeah, Nacho's actually fine. Hawks is also... They're both fine. But they could be better. What an adventure. 500 silver, one less motorbike, and infections. At least Kerwin's fine. Kerwin's more than fine, actually. Alright, yeah. Good use of that Hellcat rifle. Shame we need to refuel it with something that we don't presently have, but what's happening now, really, is I'm kind of like bit a bullet, shall we say. We've got so much steel. We need components. The only way out of this is going to be fabrication. But what that means is the think tank really needs to be thinking big and just powering through research until it finally shows up. It can show up because, you know, we've got the multi-analyzer and what have you. But when it shows up is different to it can show up. So hopefully we're not waiting too long before components become a thing that we can build. I don't know. Meanwhile, a substantial building from a mysterious message. Okay, that's normal. A machine persona that refuses to name itself that wants us to build a specific monument. I mean, we could easily build this. It's not really a problem. We've got the space and we've got, like, the blocks that we'd need. And I suppose, you know, actually these tech prints would be kind of useful. Do you know what? Sure, we'll build your mysterious monument. Mysterious machine intelligence. Mysterious monument marker. Well, at least it's a bit better looking than the last one that we had to build for tourism. Put it out of the way somewhere, shall we? Well, it kind of needs to be defendable, though, doesn't it? That's the trick. We'll build it there. That works. New settlement. The exclusionary Imperium has expanded and built a new settlement. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, well, good job, exclusionary Imperium. Priad and Clav are moving Zed somewhere with a safer temperature. Where is with a safer temperature, you might be asking? Outside. In the Dandelions. Every year, on the 7th of August, remnants can have a special celebration. Alright, yeah, we could have a special celebration. Psychic party? Sure, why not? We want a light ball? Can we even build a light ball? Light ball? Oh well, with a G. Light ball. Oh, we could. We have got a component. Sure, you know what? Let's pop that down there. Use our last component on a ball of lights. Or it would also require loudspeakers, and we don't have the components to build that. So this was an entire wasted endeavour. Maybe we should think about stripping back one of these geothermal generators. We don't need them. Oh, well, we need 2 of them, but, like, we don't need all 3. Potential option. Kerwin's reached expertise level in intellectual. Really doesn't know much else, do they? Wow. I think we'll make you a hacker. Sure. And our beautiful monument is completed. And wow, what a great piece of architecture. Good job, everybody. We got ourselves a couple of tech prints for that, which is kind of nice, actually. Someone from a tribal village has heard that we're looking for Darklance. We've been here before. It would be kind of nice if we were able to get this information, because we didn't get the last one because they wanted us to send 10 people out in the middle of nowhere. I think we'll go for this and try not to kill any tribals this time from the Breaker League, so that's fine. There's 2 Thrumbos down there, I see. I don't think we need to bring the mule for this. I think we'll just send a regular old caravan. I think this is a job for Athos, Priad, and Nacho. 2 Thrumbos, 3 people, don't kill any tribals. Should be manageable, right? Genuinely believe in Athos and his assault rifle, Priad and his sawn-off shotgun, and Nacho and her sword. As long as we don't, you know, murder the tribals, then everything should go quite swimmingly. Orcs spoke badly of Kerwin's way of walking, whilst Kerwin and Farley chatted about lancers. I really admire just how little people dislike Kerwin. Kerwin actually likes most people. Hasn't really got an opinion on Hooker or Hawks, and poisons our prisoner. Everybody really doesn't like Kerwin. We look at Hawks just as an example, right? Kerwin, disfigured and physically unsightly. I mean, the reason for not liking Kerwin that people have is pretty grim. All things considered, everyone's quite mean to the fact that, you know, Kerwin's walking around there with their tentacle arm and one eye, and yeah. Maybe we should do something about that. I don't know. And our brave 3 have arrived at yet another tribal village that is currently being absolutely massacred by these 2 Thrumbo. I mean, to be fair, they are right up in their business. So, Yeah, let's switch off fire at will. And then... Could you... Quest failed. Great job. Why? We failed the quest Harrowing Thrumbo. Because of the fact that they're all being... Fine. You know what? Fine. Fire at will. Absolutely furious. Well, at least we got a toxifier generator. Quest failed. And this time, it wasn't even us that, you know, murdered the tribals. No, no, no. It was the fact that they went in and tried to melee the Thrumbo when they really shouldn't have been. Screw all of you and your rose quartz beds and whatever you're growing here, peppers. Thanks for nothing, as usual. Whilst Nacho, Athos, and Priad are on their way home, who should arrive? It's the toxic community. We're going to prepare for a while at least, so, you know, that's fine. And there's 5 of them, carrying tox grenades and pistols. So, sure, we got Hothead, we got Reaper, we got this guy, we got one of them, we got one. Hey, this is an impid. It is an impid. Made for desert life. Yeah, we've seen one of you before. Capturing Varvon here wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. And hey, do you know what? If we did, Poison would have a friend. Oh, isn't that lovely? What a nice thing for us to do. I was about to say, oh, we could send Zari in to go for the capture, but Zari, you know, presently doesn't really walk very much. I think these 5 will be more than fine to manage this little scrap. That gun has got a pretty big range on it. What is it, a hand cannon? Yeah, that's got a range on it for sure. Oh, mine's bleeding out in 15 hours, 10 hours. Don't kill him though. Oh, you killed him. Great. Never mind. What are you? You've got a auto pistol. Again, it's got quite a range on it. And you've managed to clip Kerwin. Wow, good job. Great shots. Oh, they had a bad back. That feels a bit bad, actually. Zari, say hello. It's Reaper. Yeah. Great job, team. We can capture that one. Zari, you're fine, right? Yeah, you're totally fine. Kerwin, you're fine too. Wow. What an attack. Hey, you. Troll Pants, let's go capture this one as well. And Hothead, you did nothing and watched your friends just be shot. So, you just think about that. Now we need to save these innocent lives. Well, I say innocent. They're not innocent at all. Prison break. You're really going to try for a prison break? You're bleeding out in 2 hours and you're going to try a prison break? Sure. Aethel? You're probably dead now, Hexpop, let's be honest. Oh, no. Try that again? What's this guy's melee? 10. Okay, I understand. This guy's literally going to bleed out in 2 hours, and where are our medics? You know? Well, Zari's currently down, actually, which is understandable, but Troll Pants, like, come on. 6 hours, 1 hour, 3 hours. Good grief. Kalani, 10 this one. Are you going to survive this, you idiot? He is actually going to be okay. There's quite a bit of blood going out here. His right eye was shot out. Left ear's got frostbite scar. Man, Hooker really... Oh, it was Kerwin, actually. Left leg, right arm. Good grief. I think Troll Pants has just saved this guy's life, though. There you go. You're fine. You've got life-threatening blood loss, but you're fine. Maybe we should go about tending poison too, huh? What was destroyed? What did Aethel do to you? Destroyed. A bruise. A cut. Damn. And that's why you don't try and break out of prison. You're all fine, right? Yeah? Yeah, they're all fine. No new lungs or anything have been lost here? No? Sure. Oh, who's infected now? Hexpop. Might be wondering, well, why would we save their lives? Well, their only mistake was attacking us. That needs to be a mistake they learn from. And the only way they're going to learn is by being converted to our way of thinking and being made kinder. In actual fact, who else has got an infection? Hexpop. Hexpop's got 2 infections going on here. Yeah, you're not doing great at all, are you, buddy? Ooh. There's a moral somewhere in this. I can't quite pinpoint what that moral is, but there is a moral somewhere. We've got people that are landing from the sky. Again, this is the 3rd shuttle crash that we've had. Is there like a You think we're on top of a giant magnet or spaceship debris? That's the real mystery, isn't it? Let's go rescue these people then. What we really don't need is any of these people joining us. That meant you, Hubert. Well, at least we got Rim Atomics. We're not going to be able to use it anytime soon, but we got it. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. No. No, I don't like this. Are you any good? Hey, actually, you can use a gun and you can do nothing else because you're incompetent. Oh, for goodness sake, these people joining us. We don't need it. We don't want it. AJ. Again, like, oh, well, actually, you're a pretty good cook. We've got 15 people here now. And it's getting a little bit out of hand. And I can only blame the fact that we've been helping people and being charitable and everything else. At least these two are capable of actually holding a gun and defending themselves. So that's something at least. They're here now, and thanks to the almighty random names pool, they are now known as Sinatra and Hazel. So sure, welcome aboard. I suppose. Thing is as well, right, Hazel here and Sinatra, both are baseliners, and both are going to need a hit with the conversion stick too. So we'll get started on that early doors, I think. Get in there. The power. 22%. Well, not quite there, but close enough. Hawks has actually just passively built up enough honor to become a dame, and equally Athos has built up enough honor to become a yeoman. So I think we should go about getting that done for sure. Hawks is gonna need a column or two and a harp in order for it to happen, though. Operation Make Hawks' throne room better. The next logical step is gonna be a couple of columns and a harp. So that's fun. Whilst we're waiting on the throne room to get finished, we've also got Athos's yeoman ceremony to take care of. There's no reason why we can just get straight into that, to be fair. And again, they're not sending another creepy person. I think they must have gotten the memo, so that's quite nice. It's important that they don't send us creepy people. Although, what's going on here? Are you... No, okay, fine. You're going into the dining room. And as if to say, no, Athos shouldn't be given psychic powers. We're being accosted by a mad turkey. That's just interrupted our animatory linking session. The audacity of this turkey. Yeah, what you get. And Athos had an unimpressive bestowing ceremony, apparently. Did also get psychic powers. It's proven to be quite tough to sort of choose something thematic for Athos because they can't be a wild speaker, and wild speaker is probably the closest to their sort of like backstory and things like that, being a war student and a crop farmer. So I think for now, I'm just going to go down the warlord path. Keep it simple. We'll use firing focus and things like that that we don't have access to with Nacho. So yeah, Athos can join Nacho in being one of our warlords. I think that seems reasonable. There's also something to be said now about the fact that we've got 15 people, some of which are psychically enhanced, some of which started out in XCOM, and a bunch of which just kind of joined us because they wanted to do good in the world, even though their conversion rate isn't as good as it could be to our way of thinking. Sorry, the correct way of thinking. I do think having a bit of a way of differentiating these people wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. So it's about damn time we employed the badges. We'll give our psycasters a little bit of a something, just to denote that they are in fact psycasters. And just in case all of that wasn't enough, we're being accosted by 15? Yeah, well, 13. I thought it said 15, but apparently it's 13. Shamblers. So, you know, that's good. I don't know that they are accosting us, though. 15 shambling, rotting corpses. They'll wander through the area. Okay, so they're not going to just outright attack us. They're just going to kind of be here and die. In 3 days' time, though. So, yeah. Ooh, this one's a Gorehulk. But it's just a shambler. But it's a Gorehulk, but it's a shambler. What is this? Another shambler Gorehulk. I see. Kind of weird. All said and done. They're not bothering us. There's another ship that's landed, which is very far away indeed. Nevertheless, the Shamblers aren't currently bothering us, so we're not going to bother them. We're just going to let them be, mind our own business, and enjoy this ground runner. That's awesome. Look at this. What are you? What do you do? A strange chimera between a bear and a mole. No wonder you're fantastic. Fun discovery. Hazel has a psychite addiction. Addiction. And his kidney has chemical damage. That's fun. He's also got an antibiotics addiction, which is, yeah, sure. Is there any surprises that you're holding out on us? No, you're fine, Snatcher. You're just boring and fine. Yeah, Hazel's a psychite addict. Well, the thing of this is, it's going to be a bit of a job to get rid of that. We might just have to let Hazel take the yayo. So far, the Shamblers have been here about a day. Things have been peaceful. They haven't spotted us yet. There's still time. There's definitely still time. There is something to be said about the fact that they are kind of encroaching on us a little bit here. We may have to deal with this. In fact, they're at our door. So, I think it's time for a scrap. And here we go. What are we gonna do here? Oh my. This one has come in fairly strong. But we're alright. Well, we've got Aethel and Nacho holding the line. Zari is on the way. But, you know, no lung, peg leg. Yeah, it's a thing. Okay, this one's attacking Athos, which we don't love, and they're not psychically impactable, which ain't great. Zari, get in here. Nacho, we're going to need you to jump over here and help out Kerwin. But I think we're fine. We are, in fact, fine. Although there are still some more of them. Let's move up away from all of this, you know, death and decay. Aethel, how you doing? You're bleeding out in 21 hours, but you're going strong. Don't worry about it. But let's pull you to the side. Like this. Is that them all? I think that's them all, you know. Actually, we should probably think about finishing these off. What about capturing one too, actually? That's not a bad idea either. Let's just pop one in the garage for now. Sure. Is anything else still alive? One of you is. Hello? Yes. Capture. I'm sure it'll be fine. Is it fine? It's totally fine. I think we're going to need to put together some place for us to actually properly hold these anomalous creatures that we keep finding. One of you is still alive too, huh? Yeah, finish that off. Job. There we go. Aethel took a few bites and scratches, but is otherwise A-okay. Same goes for Kerwin, but also A-okay. So, all said and done, 15 Shamblers, they're nothing. Oh, you're observing rotting corpses. Well, yes, that's what happens when you're attacked by zombies. You observe rotting corpses. Quite the collection, in fact. Oh, and the nice music begins to play. Ain't that something? A component mining worksite has appeared. There are 39 components here. The question really is, would we raid it? Would we raid the Covenant of Alboma? We've gone so far without raiding. And that's what this would be, you know? We'd be going in there, we'd be killing 5 people, and we'd be taking 39 components for the privilege. It's a tough call, because on the one hand, we really need 39 components, actually. You know, it's on our to-do list to get components. Fabrication just isn't appearing. Oh, I don't know. It feels a bit weird to do that, honestly. I don't know if I'm a fan of it. Very difficult decision. In fact, I think whilst we're waiting for fabrication, there's a few other little projects that we can get on with here. A big one is we're going to need a facility to hold these things, like having this kept in the genetics lab. What's going on here? What's happened? Oh, it's polluted. Yes, of course it's polluted. The robots leave pollution down when they recharge. Oh no! Let's put some tox pack storage down so that doesn't happen again. There we are, toxic waste pack. Good job, team. Where was I? Yes. There's a few things that we could be getting on with that don't require components. A big one is changing where this power room presently is, away from being right next to the hospital. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. Conversion. Hey, Clav tried to convert Hexpop and did it without even using the ability. Good job. Moving the power somewhere else so it isn't just next to a hospital. That's a big one. We are sooner or later going to need to expand this room as well. And up in this general direction is probably not the worst idea for that. A containment facility certainly on the cards. And then, well, I don't know from that point, to be honest with you. I think after all that's done, we're back to needing components. We've finally finished strip mining what's available on this map insofar as steel is concerned. You might have noticed, but we're sitting on 12,000 steel. It's an insane amount of steel. We've got 2 more prisoners to make kind, so that's good. We got a few new joiners, although... Oh, you got shot through the heart by orcs. Yeah, you're not that accurate, are you, orcs? Or maybe you are. I don't know. And we've got some pollution to clean up, which isn't the best thing in the world, I suppose, but it's also not the worst thing in the world. A quiet episode today, where genuinely not a huge amount happened. We did get 2 new faces, which is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the greatest thing in the world. We didn't really need them. But at the same time, it's nice to have Sinatra and Hazel about. Athos became a Psycaster, so that's quite cool. We visited an insect-laden city. And yeah, I don't know. Next time, a bit of remodeling. And then, hopefully, fabrication. Because that would be grand. And good. And also great. But we'll leave things there for today. Thank you very much for joining me, as always. And I will see you next time. Until then, take care.